Hey guys, it's Dylan. I just finished up the last video that I uploaded. I just finished recording that, so now I'm gonna make a video. The first oil change since 1977. So that's 43 years, I think. The oil filter, you can see it's pretty rusty, but it's not that bad. I don't really know why the focus doesn't work on my phone, but yeah, it doesn't really want to focus. Anyway, I'm gonna jack it up and try to change the oil for the first time. This car is so much easier to jack up than my Jeep. Like, I can do it with one finger, just, yeah, it takes no effort at all. It's up on the jack stands. I know I had people commenting before that I shouldn't put the jack stands under the suspension, but that's just the easiest way for me to get under there to change oil without the jack stands in the way. And it's really solid. It doesn't budge at all. I paid a whole $4 for the oil and filter. I had two random old batteries laying around that were completely dead, so I just brought them into AutoZone and gave them the batteries. They gave me this for $4. Since you apparently get $10 credit for each battery you bring in. And I already had about like $20 in gift cards, so yeah, it was pretty much free for me to get this stuff. I don't even know. I just got the cheapest stuff that they had there. As high as my jack would go, so I'm hoping that I fit under here. I'm gonna try to go around to the other side. Feel like it might be a little bit easier. I don't know. There's no grass in the way on this side. This is gonna be very, very tight. Yeah, I'm not gonna fit under there. I might have to go in from the front. Yeah, this is a lot easier to come in from the front. It's just right there. I don't know what this is. It has undercoating on the front here, or something. Oh, I thought that was metal on the back, but it's not. There's a Bondo? No. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's not really in frame. Not really focused. I don't know what's up with this camera. There. It looked like metal on the back, but it's not. I'm not sure. Whatever it was, I was sitting up against something metal, and then it fell down. Not sure what it was. I'm hoping that I'm able to do this with one hand so I can get this on video. If not, I'll try to find a tripod, since you guys probably want to see what the oil looks like. Let me try to give it a little bit of a kick. There. That broke it free. If I snapped the bolt at first, that would not be good. Or did it just... No, it did turn. It's still really tight. There's not really any room to like... There, finally. "43-year-old oil." Let's see what it looks like. Hopefully there's oil in it. Well, it looks like oil, so that's a good sign. Smells like gas. 43-year-old oil. Magnet on a stick time. I'm gonna kind of just drag it around in here and kind of drag it on the bottom and see if I get any like metal shavings, anything. See if there's anything that will concern me. I mean, it was only driven for like 10 years or so, so there shouldn't be too much damage. Only 22,000 miles. Let's see what this looks like. See if there's any metal. There is quite a lot of metal in here. Yeah, this camera's really stupid. Try to get it in focus. I might need to take a picture of it and include it in the video. Yeah, there's kind of a lot of metal on it, but a lot of it is just like rust. It's not like something that the engine made, which, I mean, it's kind of bad that it ran with it, but I think it might have been just sitting at the bottom of the pan since it has an oil filter and everything. So I'm gonna let that finish dripping down there while I look for the oil filter wrench, since this thing's on pretty tight. And I'll get that right off, and we'll cut it open and look inside of it. I was actually able to somehow get this off by hand. I really hurt my wrist doing it, but it's off. I should probably move the pan under it. Close enough. So here it is. We'll put this aside for right now. Gotta go put the drain plug back in and then fill it back up with oil. Actually, before I do this, it might be smart to put the oil filter back on. That would probably be a pretty good idea. Pretty much has the viscosity of water, but, you know, that's how it's supposed to be, right? Gotta put a little bit of oil here, and hopefully this fits. There it goes. It looks so weird having such a shiny oil filter on here. You know, I gotta make it fit in a little bit better. Just there, that's a lot better. I got a bunch of different results on Google about what type of oil to use, and what most people said I saw was 20W50. So that's what I went with, you know, the cheapest type I can find. It takes pretty much exactly 5 quarts, and I should probably get a funnel to do this so I don't lose 2 quarts of it onto the ground. Now I've got a funnel in place. I forgot to put some oil in the oil filter first, but too bad. There, the first oil change in 43 years, finally done. I was going to do this for quite a long time, but I kept on forgetting to get the oil. Which, you know, that's a pretty important step for when you're doing an oil change. I'm going to try to find a way to cut open this oil filter to see if we can see any metal inside of it. I found this saw, which probably isn't even made for metal, but I'm gonna just try to cut this open with it. I just randomly found it in my garage, so maybe it'll work. It's working a tiny bit. There's like 2 strokes on it, so it might cut through eventually. That took a very, very long time, but it's finally apart. I even tried to use the Sawzall, but with such thin metal, it just kind of like wiggled the whole thing and didn't like actually cut it, if you know what I mean. But this is the inside of the oil filter. Just turning out. Oh, I just dumped something in there. And this is the top here. And I'm not sure how I should take this apart. I'm gonna try to figure that out and then come back when I figure it out. This is definitely not the scientific way to do it. I just kind of jammed the screwdriver in there and started prying it apart, and I couldn't really get that. I might try to get a razor blade if I can find one, and then cut the rest of it out, but it doesn't look that bad. This side has some metal from when I was cutting, but yeah, it looks pretty clean. I thought it would be a lot worse, or even like the paper inside of it, I thought it might have been like falling apart, but it was all together. This here's the bottom of the oil pan, and you can see there's a little bit of sludge, but it's some of this stuff was already in the pan to begin with. It was sitting outside, so there's a little bit of stuff in it already, but there's definitely more now. But nothing was like too solid or anything, so it's not like too concerning. I mean, it was sitting in an engine in a barn for forever, for like almost all of its life. Well, that's it for this video, so if you liked it, remember to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye.